my mama told me that it was a possibility Keisha wasn't for me. Out of all these years, 16 years, okay, she was supposed to be for the dude that y'all seen the messages and all that from, okay? So, I stepped back. I got other kids. So I'm like on some shit like, man, fuck it. I got other kids I gotta take care of. She damn near grown. You know what I'm saying? So I let them rekindle. I'm thinking I'm letting them rekindle a daddy and daughter shit, you feel me? That's how I was that's how it was brought to me.
Show your face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, this story is real life, bizarre, y'all, and we're just hours away from the new year starting in 2024. It's crazy that a family will be starting the new year off with this info exposed to the world. We've heard of a lot of unfortunate events happening, but when it involves a child, it seems like she's being taken advantage of, but she's too young to even notice it. That's a problem. When it's two men involved, where one man was told he was the biological father, then told he wasn't years later, then come to find out another man is told he's the father, but then he find out that he's not either. It's just one big mystery on top of another. You could just imagine the twisted turns of this whole story, almost like a real life Jerry Springer episode, but the only problem is that a child is in the mix who thought she was doing something right after being sent to live with someone she would later find out is not her real father. So who's to blame here? Because a lot of people said it was signs, some even said they knew something was up, but unfortunately the sad situation was allowed to happen longer than it needed to. Now, of course, social media is going to be social media, and a brief look on Facebook and Twitter will show that users are blaming the daughter for having intercourse with her own fake father, some saying she was old enough to know better, and though that may be true to an extent, one thing I have to remember is a kid's brain is nowhere near an adult's for the most part. They aren't as aware of the manipulation tactics and tricks of the older man trying to seduce a younger woman, which makes them an easy target for predators. And in this case, that's where grooming comes in. To her, she probably thought this is what all kids are supposed to do with their fathers because she was groomed to believe so. And with no one around to tell her otherwise or know what's going on, how would she know that this is something you just don't do? But we're going to get into all the details of the situation, as this is a very unfortunate situation and a lot of young women go through this, unfortunately, and I hope these videos urge anyone that's going through a similar situation to come forward and speak out against their abusers. Now y'all subscribe if you aren't already and hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm and bring awareness to Nukaysha's story to hopefully seek justice for her and others going through this same situation. Now, a father and a daughter will be exposed for sleeping with each other in New Iberia, Louisiana, after a Facebook rant would come to surface from a suspected individual that kind of already knew what was going on. It all started when a woman by the name of Kiki would take to her Facebook account to expose the daughter and the alleged father of sleeping together. Now, of course, judging from the post, clearly it's not like she cared for the daughter to receive help or justice. It's more like she was just trying to expose them out of the sake of being hurt, negative, and malicious. This would be because Kiki was the girlfriend of the alleged father and had no idea he would be sleeping with his own daughter. In the post, she states that she already kind of seen red flags and knew what was going on, despite it trying to be kept on the low. She said others knew as well, but my thing is, if everyone knew this man was taking advantage of this young minor, or even if it was just a suspicion, why didn't anybody say anything to law enforcement? Why was people just suspecting but not speaking up about it? This story gets deep. It's a lot of questions where not only the fake father is at fault, but so would be the mother who allowed her daughter to go live with her alleged father. Because it turned out that the mother even lied about this man being the father in the first place. But we'll get to that. At the end of this video, I'm going to leave a live video Nukaysha's real father did talking about the situation so y'all can hear how things happened from his point of view. But in the meantime, I'm going to break everything down for y'all real quick. Now let's get into how everything was exposed and start from the Facebook post that was started by a woman named Kiki, who was the girlfriend of the alleged father of Nukaysha. She would take to the Facebook profile to say, quote, "Man, this ish is crazy. When the N-word you love, William Decor, with the green eyes, been in a secret relationship with his so-called daughter, Nukaysha Dugas. Jackie, surreal daughter, the whole effing time. I was right the whole time, laughing my butt off. All the ones who said you was effing your daughter, they was right too. Laughing my butt off, y'all some effing clowns. I'm definitely with the ish today, from the good morning bae, my love and boo text to the I want to F text from his daughter to him along with an intimate ad letter from her to him. Oh yeah, can't forget the ordering of sex chocolate, OB ad N-word, you been exposed. You're bad effing clown and your daughter too. Now y'all can go live together and do all the effing y'all want to. Y'all sick. New Iberia's finest couple, LMAO, some clown." Now after that post exposing what went down, she would follow up with another post saying, quote, "The hurt and the heartbreak. I come put together, gotta handle me differently. 100 emoji. God take care of all of his children, the good and the bad. I believe in karma. What you do today might not affect you tomorrow, but you better know it's gonna affect you eventually. Now Mark, don't remove this one." Laughing emoji. Now I'm assuming she's referring to Mark Zuckerberg, of course, being the owner of Facebook, because as you scroll her page, you don't see that last post where she's pretty much exposing everything that just went down. I guess for its crazy text and what she was putting out there with the father and daughter stuff, they erased it. And y'all know Facebook, YouTube, and all these places got they certain guidelines and certain things that they don't allow. So they'll just delete it themselves if they feel that it goes against their guidelines, whatever the case may be. Now let's get into what actually happened here. Kiki, who was the alleged father's girlfriend at the time, exposed everything after finding some messages between Nukaysha and the father. Although she seemed to be exposing them, you could tell she was also hurt. Not only was there text messages, there was a note that Nukaysha wrote to the alleged father that Kiki uncovered as well. The note would come before the messages, if I'm not mistaken, as the note would read, quote, "Poem to my love. Thank you for always making me laugh. You have never broken my heart in half. I'll be there for you like you are for me. I always imagine how our future would be. You're the best dad, friend, and man in the world. That's why I'm happy to be your baby girl. You've shown me how great it is to love and be loved. Your vibe and personality is something I'll never let go of. There is nothing I wouldn't do to keep you in my life. It's a bummer I'm your daughter because I'd rather be your wife. You make me the happiest woman in the world. I'm glad you treasure me as a pirate does his pearls. I love how you can soothe me with a simple hug. When I'm close to your body, I always feel snug. You don't have to be perfect, be rich or have bling. I'll be loyal forever. I love you, my king." Sheesh. Now after the note was found, one may wonder, why Kiki never revealed everything then? But I guess she kept it on the low because in the text messages she found on a watch worn by the alleged father, they would even talk about the note being found. William would apologize for the note being found when Nukaysha would say, quote, "It's all good, it's not your fault. It's her fault for digging." This will come after I assume Kiki brought the note to the alleged father's attention when she found it. Now I'm gonna post some messages here for you guys to see the type of things that was being said between Nukaysha and the fake father. If y'all wanna read it, just pause the video. Check these out. Now here's the backstory that we found out through some research. And the more we find, the more we can conclude that Nukaysha and the father isn't the only one we should be questioning, because the mother Jackie Surreal plays a part in this as well. Now, the real father who came forward and went live on his Facebook, he goes by the name of Nook the Boss. This would explain the Nukaysha name, as she would be named after her real father. even down to the last name Dugas. He stated that he was the one that took care of Nukaysha since she was born and took care of her all the way up until she was 16 years old. He says at the age 16, that's when the mother Jackie would come out and tell him that Nukaysha wasn't his after he took care of her all that time, and she was actually the daughter to another man by the name of William Decor. Nook says he was hurt, but he had other kids to worry about, so he stepped back and attended to others once he got the news. Now here's where things don't make sense, because after the mother gave him the news, she sent Nukaysha to stay with William and his girlfriend Kiki for unknown reasons. Now here's my thing. What was the mother reason for lying to Nook about? Why did she lie to the real father and tell him that another man was this girl's father? Then, on top of that, knowing she lied, why did she send her to live with William? Like, I get it, maybe you want them to bond with each other being that they've been away for so long and whatever, but what real mother is going to send their daughter to live with their father that they pretty much don't even know, right? After 16 years, if that's really the case. And when it comes to the real father Nook, when the mother lied and said that she wasn't his daughter, why didn't he bother to get a DNA test? Especially if that was the child that he raised, spent money on for 16 years. If it was me in that situation, just to be clear of everything, why wouldn't I get a DNA test just to avoid certain situations such as this one? Something doesn't make sense. Now the real father says he tried to warn Jackie about William because he already knew about his past, right? But Jackie thought he was hating. However, other people began feeling like something wasn't right between them, and they pointed it out as well. And they were right, because it would actually come out that William Decor was locked up in 2013 for indecent behavior with juveniles. So he already has a past involved messing with little kids. But how didn't the mother Jackie know this? Or did she? Now, it's a lot of people on the fence about this with mixed emotions, stating that Nukaysha was old enough to know right from wrong. They're saying that even though she was 16 at the time, she was old enough to know that you shouldn't be sleeping with grown men, let alone your own father. But people are saying that she was groomed to do this, which led her to believe that what she was doing wasn't wrong. However, the real father states that she went to live with the fake father and his girl when she was 16, so I can't lie, it's kind of iffy. Because I know that at the age 16, most kids usually are aware. So I can't sit here and just be biased because she was young, but that don't mean that the William guy isn't wrong neither. No grown man should be sleeping with no 16-year-old, especially with it being your daughter. And he already had another female in the house. So what is he getting out of that? And the crazy part is, if Kiki would have never exposed it, it would have still probably been going on to this day, who knows? And the father Nook says that William called her mother after finding out that he wasn't her father, but I'm lost because what was the sense? You already did all you did to her. It's like he didn't want her once he found out that it wasn't his daughter, although he did what he did already when he thought that she was, right? It don't make sense. But like I said, this is a messy situation. I feel more people should be held accountable. The mother should answer for her actions and lying to the real father, because what was her motive in lying in the first place? If she would have never lied, none of this probably would have ever taken place. But like I told y'all, I'm gonna leave the father's response at the end. Y'all check it out and let me know what y'all think is going on from his reaction. A lot of people on social media are sensing that something ain't right about the situation. So y'all jump in the comments and let us know y'all opinion after this live we about to play. Check this out.
Bring this up. Okay. All right, everybody know me. Keisha is my daughter. I'm Horace Dugas. Keisha's last name is Dugas. Okay. I raised Keisha from a baby before. When her mama got pregnant, shit, I was there. So at the end of the day, when Keisha turned 16, before graduation, her mama told me that it was a possibility Keisha wasn't for me. Out of all these years, 16 years, okay, she was supposed to be for the dude that y'all seen the messages and all that from, okay? So I stepped back. I got other kids. So I'm like, man, I got other kids I gotta take care of. She damn near grown. You know what I'm saying? So I let them rekindle. I'm thinking I'm letting them rekindle a daddy and daughter, you feel me? That's how it was brought to me, as him being her possibility daddy. Okay? Now, yesterday, I get a call with the messages about, you see, y'all just figuring this out today, but this happened yesterday. So I get the message that the dude that's supposed to be her daddy, that's supposed to be doing the father role, you heard me? Playing with my daughter. How this come about is that my baby mama told me yesterday he found out a year ago he wasn't her daddy. This was brought to me yesterday. Now, remember, in my eyes, I'm thinking like, well, that's his child. You know, I got my other kids. I'm taking care of my other kids. So him and the old lady, him and his girlfriend, well, my daughter moved with him at 16. She went on, moved with him and his girlfriend, the Kiki, whatever her name, the Kiki chick, you feel me? So they supposed to be a happy family. You know, my daughter's 16, she got a 15-year-old daughter, I found out. So they supposed to be like a family, you know? He going with the mama, he got his daughter with her. He trying to rekindle what I'm thinking, he trying to rekindle all the lost years that he ain't have with her. But the whole time, with her, what she told her mama yesterday, it really wasn't like that. The whole time, he was on some predator, like he didn't brainwash my baby. And he was on some predator. And mind y'all, me, I ain't never changed my daughter pamper a day in my life. Like, I ain't never seen her tootie, I ain't never seen none of that. Cause me being a man, I felt like that was my place. Even when she got old, I used to get mad at her when she'd leave her clothes out and be like, Daddy, come bring me my clothes in the bathroom, I'll get them. Like, Keisha, what are you doing? Like, you know, I don't rock like that, man. Make sure you got your before you go in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And I do that with my stepdaughter. I did that with Simone. I did that with everybody that I done been with that had kids. Like, I don't, you know, I look at these kids like my kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't, none of that. But let's go back to the story. So, boom. I found out yesterday, through messages just like y'all, that the dude have been having sexual intercourse with my daughter. Mind y'all, my daughter was a virgin. He was her first. So y'all gotta look at it like, y'all gotta really feel what I'm feeling like when she left at 16, he really basically like drill her to being like on that, y'all didn't watch the movie, that shade of black, shade of whatever the is, he didn't drill her. Now mind you, years ago, I done told her mama, man, I heard things about dude, you know what I'm saying? But her mama was on, oh, I'm just hating. Oh, you hating this and that, you just mad, this and that, this and that, this and that. No, I wasn't mad. You know what I'm saying? I was letting you know. I was hurt. Yes, I was hurt because I done took care of a child from a baby till she turned 16 and you took her from her. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday when the shit came about, I went in father mode, which I've been in. I've been in father mode since the day she left. I've been talking to Nukaysha every day, like, how you doing, baby? What you doing? Even showing respect to him. Like, even showing respect to him, like, Keisha, how you like it with your new daddy? Like, you got two daddies, like, you know, how you like it? You know what I'm saying? Not to have my daughter on no other shit, but I done got so, like, comfortable now, like, cause I got other kids, like I say, I got younger kids. And Keisha is my oldest. Keisha just turned 20, December 8th, this year, this month. And, like, I always keep in touch with her, like, always keep in touch with her. And they had a lot of people telling me, man, Horace, man, I don't like how Keisha be underneath that man. And I used to tell them, well, y'all gotta understand, from my point of view, I'm like, y'all gotta understand, that's her daddy. She just, you know, she wanna be under her daddy. That's socially her daddy, you know what I'm saying? So, with all this being said, so I talked to my daughter yesterday. I'm putting this all like, it is what it is. Okay, how nobody feel tonight. So I talked to my daughter yesterday, and I'm like, baby, what's going on? She's like, Daddy, I'm sorry, like, I knew it was wrong, and I'm sorry, like, and I'm just asking her, like, as a father, you know, I understand what y'all saying, and how y'all going about shit, but when it's y'all child, y'all go a different route, because y'all gotta understand, turn daily with a child that's going through things, and I ain't trying to lose my child behind being on the because of my hurt, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I told her, I was like, well, look, Keisha, Daddy not mad at you. She like, Daddy, I just don't want people to look at me differently. And I'm like, baby, nobody ain't gonna look at you differently. And then today, when everybody just posting and they got these females that I know ain't under posters and trying to belittle my child like y'all ain't never been. Like y'all ain't never had nothing done to y'all was young.
And that's pretty much it, y'all. Like I said earlier, there's young women that's really battling these same type of situations. And if you know someone out there, encourage them to seek therapy or somehow go to law enforcement and speak on a situation. As we see in this situation, most would say that Nukaysha is a victim, while others are on social media clowning her, right? And something like this could drive a young woman to go and do something to herself. Hopefully it don't get that far. But y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.